This is a Yin Yoga bedtime routine. The focus of this class will be on the neck and shoulders. No props are needed for this routine, and we'll be doing beginner-friendly poses that will help you to release any tension or pain from your neck and shoulders, while also helping you to unwind and relax at bedtime. If by the end of this video you have found some value in it, please make sure to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so we can continue to practice Yin Yoga together. We'll begin today seated on the mat. Hi everyone, we're going to begin this evening with a breathing exercise called box breathing. So we'll be breathing in for the count of 4, holding the breath for the count of 4, exhaling for the count of 4, and then holding the breath again for the count of 4. This is a really nice breathing exercise to do before bed because it can help to calm your mind and just release any feelings of stress or anxiety that might have gathered throughout the day. So I'll start with the counting and then I'll leave you in silence just to count by yourself. But before that, let's just find a nice comfortable way to sit on the mat. Once you're there, you can close your eyes. Lengthen up through your spine as best you can. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. And relax all of your tiny facial muscles, especially around your eyebrows, your forehead, and around your mouth. Just making everything a little bit softer. We'll do a few easy belly breaths, just breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Each time you inhale, feeling your body expand. And each time you exhale, feeling your body contract. We'll move into box breathing now. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And keep going now at your own count. And the next time that you exhale, you can return to a normal pattern of breathing. Keeping your eyes closed, but still just observing your breath. checking in again that the jaw is loose, shoulders are relaxed, and the spine is tall. And we'll move into some neck stretches now, so you can keep your eyes closed if you prefer to. And just drop your left ear over your left shoulder and breathe in through the right side of your neck. Taking a big breath in and a long breath out. And then we'll transition to the other side, right ear coming over the right shoulder, breathing in and out through the left side of your neck. Come back to center and look up. Open up your throat with a big breath in and out. And then bring your eyes to look down, opening up through the back of your neck and your upper back. And you can come back to center and then turn your head so you're looking over your left shoulder. Big breath in and out as you gently twist. And now you can look over your right shoulder. Same thing again, just slowly twisting away any tension from your neck. And then you can make your way back to center. And you can slowly open up the eyes again, and we'll transition into our next pose, which is child's pose. So you can bring your knees onto your mat. Knees can be close together here, or they can be wider apart, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Try to sit back on your heels, and then your big toes are touching each other. Because we're focusing on the shoulders today, we're going to have our arms out in front of us, and then you can bring your forehead down onto the mat. Now, if your forehead doesn't come onto the mat, that's okay. You can make some fists with your hands, stack them on top of each other, and then use that like a little prop to keep your forehead up. So take a moment here just to wiggle around and adjust, and then find your version of child's pose. Noticing how your shoulders are starting to open up here. And you can assist that process by taking some nice full breaths in, feeling your upper back and your shoulders expand to stretch. And then as you exhale, you're releasing tension. And we're going to stay here for 2 more minutes. So there's an option here for the first minute to look over towards the right. So once again, we're helping to gently stretch and twist and open up the neck. Now if your neck is turned, if your head is turned rather, you can now turn it to the other side, looking over towards the left. Now we'll prepare to come out of child's pose by slowly pushing the ground away from you. Coming back just to sit for a moment. You can sit whatever way is most comfortable for you. Perhaps closing the eyes again here and just feeling all of that energy flowing back down away from the neck and the shoulders. And from here, we'll interlock our fingers in behind the back and then slowly bring our hands over to the right side of the rib cage. Now this right elbow is pointed out to the side maybe, so we're going to try to point it back behind us, moving nice and mindfully, nice and slowly here. There's no need to force anything, however far you get is fine. So we're starting to feel that stretching sensation mostly within the right shoulder socket. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can drop your left ear over your left shoulder and keep gently pressing that elbow back behind you. We're going to stay here for 3 or 4 deep breaths. And now we'll start to transition to the other side, bringing our hands over to the left. Left elbow is now pointed out, so we're going to maybe try bring it back behind us. Right ear could come over the right shoulder this time. Take 3 or 4 of the deepest breaths that you've taken all day. And when you're ready, you can release, keeping your fingers interlocked behind you. Just gently lift your hands up now so you can open up through the front of your shoulders. Take a big breath in, opening up your chest as well. And then the hands can come back down. We'll bring them out in front. Interlock the fingers again so the palms are facing away from you this time. And then push away any stress or negativity, whatever you don't want to have in your body now, push it away. You might drop your head down as you allow your upper back to round. Take a big breath in and out, filling up your entire shoulder girdle. And when you're ready, you can release. And we'll come into our next Yin Yoga pose now, which is thread the needle pose. So we'll start by coming onto all fours. Hips are above the knees here. And then we'll reach our right hand towards the front of the mat and thread our left arm in underneath. You can bring your left shoulder and ear onto the mat. And we're going to stay here for 2 minutes in total. So you can give yourself some time to adjust and figure out how this is going to be most sustainable for you. You can experiment a little bit by putting a little bit more of your body weight into your left shoulder if you do want to go deeper, or take some of the weight out and use your right hand for support. Option here, if you also want to open up your right shoulder, is to bring your hand in behind your back. And it's as if you're trying to touch the back of your hand to the middle of your shoulder blades. But of course, don't worry too much about doing that. Once you're feeling the pose, you're doing it. And if your right hand is in behind you here, just make sure you're not collapsing through your shoulders. Your right shoulder is still trying to rotate up towards the sky. And once you have found your edge, your appropriate depth, we're just resolving to be still, keeping the mind focused on the body, observing all of these sensations that you're feeling, while also staying connected to your breath, encouraging big breaths in and long breaths out. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Remember to keep that right shoulder pointed up as best you can. And now you can very slowly start to unravel. There's no rush, take your time. Eventually we'll meet sitting again on the mat. And once you have found your comfortable seat, we're going to practice eagle arms. So first you can reach your right arm out in front of you, push it away, and then bring that left arm in underneath. First option is to come and hold opposite shoulders. Second option is to take a twist into your hands, or your arms rather, so your hands are facing each other. Wherever you are, you can slowly start to lift your elbows up, drop your chin towards your chest. We're pausing here in eagle arms for 2 minutes. Again here, the more you can breathe in and fill up the upper cavity of your body, the more of a stretch you're going to feel around your upper back and within your shoulders. So encourage those full breaths in, and each long breath out will carry tension away from your shoulders. Within this pose, you might get invited to go a little bit deeper, maybe to go to the next edge. And if that happens, you can slowly lift your elbows up a little bit more. always making sure that you're not feeling any pain or too much discomfort within the pose. In Yin Yoga, you should always be at your maximum capacity in terms of stretching sensation without going too far over the edge, without creating any pain. Let's take 3 more breaths together for eagle arms. And then you can gradually unravel, doing whatever your shoulders are craving here. You can also stretch out the neck again if that's what you need. Or it might be nice to interlock the fingers behind the back again and gently press the hands up. And when you're ready, we'll come into a little mini version of cow face arms, only holding it for a few breaths. So you can reach your left arm up into the air, bend at the elbow as if you're trying to get your left fingertips into the middle of your shoulder blades. And then bring your right hand up onto this left elbow and very mindfully, very gently, you might encourage that left hand down a little bit more along your spine. Taking 3 or 4 really big breaths here. And when you're ready, you can release. Taking a breath or 2 just to feel everything that's happening within the body. And now we'll repeat all of that on the opposite side. So we're making our way back into thread the needle pose, coming back to all fours. This time the left hand reaches towards the front of the mat. Your right arm threads underneath. Right shoulder and ear find the mat here. And then you have the option to bring your left hand in behind your back. Again, imagining that you're trying to get the back of your hand in the middle of your shoulder blades. Don't collapse through your shoulders. Keep your left shoulder pointed up towards the sky, as if you're trying to rotate your chest towards the sky. And we're here for 2 minutes. And taking 3 more breaths here. You can slowly unravel, meeting back to sit on the mat. And we'll come into eagle arms. So this time the left arm reaches out first, push it away and bring the right arm underneath. Hold your shoulders or take that twist. Start to slowly lift the elbows up and drop your chin towards the chest. Inhaling to expand the entire upper body. Exhaling to let tension out. Remember, you might be able to go a little bit deeper by slowly lifting your fingertips up. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then eventually unraveling. Doing whatever you need in this moment. And moving into cow face arm. Whenever you're ready, you're reaching your right arm up, bending the elbow, and the left hand comes to hold this right elbow, very gently pushing that hand further down along the spine. Taking 3 or 4 full breaths here. And then you can start to undo. We'll release everything we've done with a few rounds of cat and cow, so you can come back towards all fours. Spread your fingers wide apart. Wrists are below the shoulders and the knees are below the hips. Push yourself away from the floor. Inhale to point your tailbone up. Drop your belly down. Bring your chest forward and look up. Exhale, point the tailbone down, round your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest and drop your head. Inhale to come back up. And exhale to round down. And keep going a few more rounds here. This is a really nice way to release tension from your shoulders and your spine. It's a really nice exercise to do at bedtime. And the more you can push yourself away from the ground, the more of a release you might feel within your shoulders. You can come back to center when you're ready. Bring your hips over towards the right and look back over your right shoulder. Big breath in to open up through the side of your body. And then bring your hips over to the left. Look back over your left shoulder and take a big breath in. You can repeat those movements a few more times. This is also a really nice way to stretch the side of your neck again. And then whenever you're ready, you can make your way back to sit cross-legged on the mat. And we're just going to release any little bits of tension that might have accumulated within your back and your spine by doing just a simple twist. So your right hand can come back behind you on the mat or on the floor, and then your left arm can come over to this right knee. Inhale to lengthen up through your spine, and then exhale to slowly twist. Imagining that you're starting all the way at the base of your spine, just rotating one vertebrae at a time until eventually you might look back behind you. Each inhale lengthens and each exhale helps you to twist. And when you're ready, you can make your way back to center, repeating on the opposite side now. And then when you're ready, you can come back to center. So we'll officially end this bedtime yin practice here. If you do have more time, I definitely encourage you to lie down on the mat in corpse pose and just take a few more minutes to let your body fully relax and absorb all of the benefits of the poses that you've practiced. If you did enjoy this routine, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I'd love to practice some more yin yoga with you, and I do have lots more bedtime yin routines as well, so I'll link those in the description. So I'll see you soon on the mat, but until then, take good care and goodbye.